back to the prop situation. Sorry, I interrupted that. You're wanting to make your customer feel comfortable. You're not jumping on them. But at the same time, they know that you're there to help them. This is a point when you can kind of look for some sort of connection with them. Maybe you look and they've got some really great looking shoes on. Comment on them. Don't lie to them. I mean, if they're really great shoes, oh, those are fabulous shoes. Or they come in and they've got a UT sweatshirt on, and UT's playing this weekend in your town. Oh, are you going to the game? These are things that start to break the ice, so to speak. Now, if say they're looking at something in your store, or they pick it up, comment on it for them. Tell them a little something. Oh, that's so great. This is a brand new artisan that we started carrying, and these are one of a kinds. They're fabulous. That's all you need to say. If they look at the price tag and keep looking at it, definitely say something to them. People tend to not touch or look at things they don't like. You've seen it in your store. They'll walk by and they see something, they just keep walking. Or if they're interested, they'll touch it and they'll pick it up. They're giving you an indication that there's something that might be interesting to talk about, or that you can give them more information on. So at this point, you're starting to make them feel a little more comfortable. Now it's time to figure out, okay, why are they in your store? How can you help them? They've looked around a little bit, and you've got a little conversation going with them. They feel comfortable with you. You've not been pushing them. Now it's time to find out, why are you here? What sort of project are you working on? Say, do we have hardware store people here, Ace Hardware people here? Did they make it today? The original list, we had some hardware folks. Sorry, they didn't make it. Somebody comes into your place and they're looking for something. What project are you working on? If you have a crafts store and somebody's wanting to do something, ask them, what is it that you're working on? Getting information from them helps you nail down more specific products and services that you can help them with. Now, y'all have a couple of things that they're looking at. It's time to give them the features and the benefits of what it is that they're looking at. Everything has a feature and a corresponding benefit. Everything. Now, in some of my workshops and things, I found that people kind of have a hard time dealing with what a feature is and what a benefit is. A feature is something that a product or a service has, and a benefit is something that it does for the customer. Let me give you an example. Like this pen. This is a pen. A feature of this pen is that it's red. What's the benefit? You know what the color of the ink is. Feature, benefit. This pen it's clear. You can see through it. That's a feature. The benefit is you can see how much ink's left in it. Feature, it's got a foamy section on it. That's a feature of this pen. Benefit, of course, is it's comfortable in your hand, it won't fall out. So there's logical and obvious features and benefits to everything. Now there's some not so logical features and benefits. This pen is about $3. That's its feature. The benefit is if I lose it, I'm only out $3. It's not a $50 pen. So when you and your staff are looking at your products, so they're doing training, what are the features and the benefits of everything, including your services that you offer, that you can be able to explain to a customer? Learn them, go over them, practice them. Role play with them. You got to know them. Now, that being said, if you're dealing with a customer and y'all are talking about a product, you don't want to lay all the features and benefits that there are on them. You may tell them something that is not of benefit to them. For example, if you're selling porch and patio furniture, and you've got a customer who's looking at stuff, you're showing them teak. Well, teak is more expensive, for example, than rattan. You're showing them teak, and you're saying to them, the great thing about this is it's made out of teak, and it will last forever outdoors. Well, they're looking at furniture for inside, for in a porch. You just gave them a feature and a benefit that is of no consequence to them. And they don't want to pay for it. They want something less expensive. So know your customer, think about that. Okay. Keep in mind who your customers are and what it is that they want. Okay, you've showed the customer things, they're interested. Now it's time to close the sale. It's time to ring them up, so to speak. If you've done everything properly in advance here, they feel comfortable with you, they'll have a connection, they're pretty much ready to say either I'll take it or not. Sometimes they can't make up their mind, but you're hearing buying signals from them. They may say things like, well, how do I keep it clean? Or does this come in a case? Do you have layaway? Those are buying signals. They are telling you, I'm interested in this product. They haven't said, I'll take it, but they're interested. At that point, stop selling. You don't need to reduce the price or anything like that. They're interested. So you and your staff, and train your staff to listen for buying signals. Now, if your customer's still having a hard time deciding, this is the point where you want to go back and you want to re-examine the reasons why they're there, the reasons why they're buying, help them think their way through it again. Okay, they're ready to buy. This is an opportunity to make more money. It's called add-ons. Usually when customers make a decision to buy something, they're kind of myopic. That's what they're doing, that's what they're buying. You want to help them think about if there's anything else they need. Say, for example, you're a gift shop. Customer's going to throw a party, and they're there and they're buying a punch bowl. Well, ask them, have you got enough beverage napkins? Are you using place name tags on your table? Ask them and remind them about other things. This is where add-ons can come in. Add-ons do 3 things for you. Number 1, they increase the sale, which means that people will buy more stuff from you at that point. It also makes the customer feel like you're interested in them, you're trying to help them, you care. That will give them another reason to possibly come back later because they had a good experience with you. The third thing that it does is people like to tell other people about good experiences they had. Oh, I was in this store, it was great, these people are wonderful. It's an ego thing about being able to say to someone else, I had this great experience, you need to know about it. We've all done it, we've all had it happen to us. So add-ons are a way for you to make money, and it's a way for you to make a customer happy. Okay. I want to tell you a story. This is a true story, and some of you may have read it in the AmericasMart Market magazine. If you have, you're about to hear it again. And the reason why this kind of highlights or explains what we're talking about, the steps that we're talking about as far as making a sale. My wife Marilyn and I one day decided we were going to head up into the mountains for a day trip. So off we went. Went into a tourist town, and they were having like an art festival there. So we stopped, got out, started walking around, and there's all these shops, stores, and it started to rain. So we ducked into the closest shop that looked a little bit interesting, and it was a gift shop, but it specialized in kitchen items. Well, now, we're from Atlanta, so the idea of us buying any sort of kitchen or gift things in a tourist town wasn't going to happen. I mean, we can get everything we want right here in Atlanta. Walked in, and there was an older gentleman behind the counter, and he was ringing up a sale, and he said, "Hi, y'all, welcome. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to help you." Okay, thanks. So we started browsing. Marilyn headed in one direction, I headed in the other. And I got to the center of the room, and there was a table. And it had sitting on it a tray with salt and pepper dispensers that you could try out. I'm looking at these things. They were thin and had a plunger top to them. Some of y'all may even carry them. So I'm playing with them. I go, "Marilyn, come here, you gotta see these." Now, my wife is of Italian descent, so cooking in our house is not a chore, it's a passion. She comes over, about the same time, the salesman comes over and he says, "Oh, those things are so great, I have a set of those myself. They're so much fun. Do y'all like to cook?" "Yeah." He said, "These things are so great. They're made out of stainless steel, so they'll last a really long time. Feature, stainless steel. Benefit, they'll last a long time." He said, "I love them because when I'm cooking with them, after I'm done, I can put them right on my dining room table. Feature, benefit." He said, "You can see there's a section that's clear glass. Feature, so you can tell when you're running out. Benefit." Then he said, "The great thing I love about them is when I'm cooking, I can use them with one hand and keep stirring with the other while I'm sauteing." No, that did it for Marilyn. "Okay, we'll take a set. These are $20 a piece, $40. Okay? So we're ready to buy them, and then he laid on us a very casual add-on upsell. He said, "These make great gifts."